if he's given me that direction and told me which way I'm going, I still have to make sure that I'm kind, I'm being honest, I have compassion, I have empathy, I have humility. Here in Georgia, since it's the day after, they don't come and investigate, they don't do a report. So you have to fill out this particular form. In today's video, we're going to be talking about leadership principles from a faith-based perspective. This particular topic is very, very dear to me because I'm one of those people. I don't do well with bosses, but if you're an effective leader, you can get me to do just about anything. Why? Because you know how to speak to me. You show that there's an equal amount of respect for each other because we're both adults. And you're willing to do anything that you would ask me to do. And so a lot of times in these workplaces, we get these people that they went to college, they have their degree, they get into these companies. Some of them may have went through internships, or some of them, it may be their first job, fresh out of college, because there are companies that will hire managers fresh out of college. All they're thinking is this is someone that has showed a commitment to stay in school and finish their degree, but they lack real-world experience. You lack the real-world experience to be an effective leader, and they don't really know what to do. They're put in this position, they're supposed to be in an authoritative role, and they feel like they're supposed to just dictate and talk to people a certain kind of way. You can't do that. You have to also understand that these are people, they're human, they're going through things as well, and they're adults. So if you're younger than them, show a little bit of respect. I know that don't allow your position or your title to look down upon them or talk down upon them or be disrespectful, because a lot of people that I've came across in certain areas have been disrespectful. And you know that it's due to lack of experience, and some of them do it out of that's their way of not showing fear. They're actually scared of the people that they're talking to, but they feel like, oh, because I got this job and because I have this position, you're going to respect me. No, baby, that's not how it works. And Luke chapter 22, verse 26, it reminds us that leaders sometimes forget what it's like to serve others. It's a powerful message that basically reflects on the importance of humility and servant leadership in guiding those that we lead. And a lot of us people lack that. Not even just being a good Christian, but are you just a good person altogether? And if you start to lead from a faith-based perspective, then it makes it a little bit easier, because how would God want you to lead his people? One thing that when I'm looking for for another position, or one thing that I've asked God is, how do you want me to serve your people? How can I leave impact for your people? And I wait on his message. Now, if he's given me that direction and told me which way I'm going, I still have to make sure that I'm holding on to, that I'm making sure that I'm being kind, I'm being honest, I have compassion, I have empathy, I have humility. Yes, I'm a leader, and I'm in a leadership role, but I'm also a child of God. And I have to be mindful when he gives me his people and he wants me to interact with his people, I'm expected to treat them the way that he would treat me. And a lot of people, don't do that. And for me, so I'm going to be looking down, because I took a few notes, because I want to be sure that I hit on certain topics. And I want this to be more of a reminder to some. If you feel like that you're in a management role, maybe you've grown up through the company, or you may be fresh out of college and you've gotten this leadership position, I want you to be mindful of who you are, who God created you to be, and how he would want you to lead his people. And the first thing that we want to hit on is being sure that you are leading with love. You have love for your team, love for your organization, love for just having love for people. It allows you to have genuine care and concern for the well-being of others. If you don't care about, and that's the one thing that's why I love the position that I'm currently in. I'm in a safety role. I'm an EHS specialist, an environmental health and safety specialist. And since I've gotten into safety, the one thing that sticks out for me and why it's so easy for me to put in preventative measures or be proactive is because I genuinely care for people. I want everyone to come to work and make it home the same way that they came. I want you, I mean, because we all working to pay bills and to live a life, but you can't enjoy life if you're hurt. So I think about that when I'm going and I'm putting my eyes on the floor and I'm looking at different equipment or different things that are occurring on the floor. I'm very mindful of that. And the way that I lead, I have no intentions for people to lose their job. That is never my intentions. I don't like to write people up. I'm one of the most lenient people when it comes to that because I know and I understand that everyone has to make a living. But when you're doing something that can deliberately impact yourself or injure someone else, then I take it personal. I take it personally and I no longer want you here. Or I need to play with your pockets. We need to touch your pockets because evidently what we've been saying to you and the rules that we've been trying to enforce with you, you're not listening or you don't care. If you don't care about yourself, that's cool. But do that somewhere else. Don't compromise the health and the safety of anyone else with your choices. And me personally, I'm the one to fight the bully. If I find out that you're doing things that's deliberately unsafe and put others in compromising position, I'm going to try to make sure that disciplinary actions take place, whether it's a write-up or terminated, whatever it means to make sure that I'm looking out for the safety of others. It's not always about you. It's not personal, but I've been put in a role to make sure that everyone is safe, and I hold that to a very high standard, not just because it's my position, but I feel like it's my duty. It's what God has assigned me to do, and I take it very literally. Another one would be just having integrity. Be honest. Be honest. Be honest, transparent, and be consistent in the way that you lead. Don't one day, you're showing favoritism with this one and you're not looking out for that one. And I don't do that. The way that I am and the way that I lead in my position or in regular life or anywhere that I am, I take everybody the same way. Like I tell people, I talk to the CEO and the janitor the same way. Because why? We're all human. We're all adults at the end of the day. I don't work in a daycare center. I'm not going to pacify anybody. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I want respect, so I give respect. And it makes it easier for me to, interact with people. Go out there and ask them, how you doing today? If you know that there's somebody that's always in a good mood, do what's necessary. Try to find out what's going on with them. That matters. Your good morning or your hello or you just waving at that person may be just what they needed. I was at a job before and all of the managers, they would speak. We all spoke to each other. We all would speak to talk amongst each other. But then they would walk past their associates and not say nothing. Excuse me, we're in the South. This is Georgia. How about a little Southern hospitality? Why you got to walk past that person with your head in the aisle or looking down at the floor? Say hello. If you see somebody within 20 feet of you and they're approaching you, wave, give them a smile, or just say hello. What is that going to hurt, especially in a place of business? The first time that you address an associate should not be to give them a directive or give them an order. Because I'm one of the ones, when I was an associate and working in just in a production position, if you walk up to me like, hey, I need you to do such and such. Oh, you see me? Because you done walked past me about 4 or 5 times and ain't opened your mouth. You ain't spoke, you ain't waved, you ain't said nothing. But now all of a sudden you see me? When I say I don't do well with bosses, But I can roll with you if you're an effective leader. But doing stuff like that, I don't think that's right. That's not fair. The first time that you go and talk to one of your employees should not be because you're trying to tell them to do something or you ask them to do. Say hello. Hello goes a long way. And that's what I did at the current job that I am. My first few months, I make sure I wave, I speak. That's what I've done. I did for the first couple of months, just letting people know, hey, hey, hey. Now nobody is afraid to come. They come and tell me everything. Oh, baby, do they tell me everything? I know all the business, all the tea, because they gonna come and tell Jazz. And if somebody's doing something unsafe, they be dry snitching and everything, and it's okay. Or they may come and tell me that a machine is broke. What they got to do with me? But I'm not gonna tell them, oh no, I can't do nothing about that. You need to go talk to such and such. No. I think back to when I worked in technical support, that one call resolution. You came and told it to me. I'll take care of it from here. I can go talk to that person in that department to make sure that it's handled and taken care of. And now I'm getting the respect of others knowing that, let Miss Jasmine know she's gonna take care of it. Go to my door is always open. Now on Fridays I turn my light off and I have on just my lamp, just because it's the day that I'm able to catch up on all of my work for the week, because Monday through Thursday my light is on. If my light is on and my door is open, they're coming in there. If they pass by and they want to say something, they're coming in there. And I don't mind. I'll put a pin in whatever I'm doing and I'll get back to it later. And then on Friday, I use that time to get everything off my to-do list checked off. Why? Because I put the associates first. They're looking at me as a representation of the company. No, I don't really have a manager role, but I'm in a leadership position, and that's what they look at me as. So I'm open. Whenever you need me, you want to talk, whatever you got to come drop off, questions you have, just like today. Prime example. I filled out so I found out today here in Georgia. So an associate came out the day before, on yesterday, and when they got home, they noticed that somebody had hit their headlight and knocked it out. And so they basically wanted to contact the police, get an officer up there so they can get a report filed. Where here in Georgia, since it's the day after, they don't come and investigate, they don't do a report. So you have to fill out this particular form. The lady told me what the name of the form was. I think it's an SR-13 form. And you basically fill out that information and send that to your insurance company, and that would serve as your report. Not my job. Not really something I could have been doing. I could have just printed out the form and gave it to them. But I knew that there was also somewhat of a language barrier with this person. They may not understand. So what will it hurt me? I took 10 minutes to fill the form out for them, printed it out, let them know that if they get somebody that understands English to read over this form for them. If I've made any mistakes, come back, let me know, and I'll correct it for them, because this document has to go to their insurance company. I don't mind. They were very, very appreciative of it. I'm not sure if how many other people within my office would have taken the time to do that. But me being me, and you come to me for help, I'm going to do what I can to help you. As long as it's within comfort and it's within limitations, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. Also, another one, we want to think about humility. It's essential in faithful leadership because it reminds us that we're all works in progress. I'm a work in progress every day. The journey I'm on of having a closer relationship with God, it's a step at a time. It's day by day. And though I strive to be better than I am, some days I'm reminded when people come at me in a certain way or talk to me a certain way, I have to remember, okay, Jazz, get it together. You working on it. I am a work in progress. And just like I'm a work in progress with God, I'm a work in progress on this job. And some people have to remember that. Like, even though you've been given, don't allow your title to dictate who you are, because no one cares. No one cares about your title outside of this door. Your title gives you Your title sets your pay rate. That's about all it does. You mean nothing. Your title means nothing to these people on this floor, other than they see you as a point of contact when they have issues. But the way that you receive them and the way that you speak to them when they come to you is going to determine whether or not they come to you again. You want to build trust with those people as well, because they're the reason that you have your job. I think a lot of people in leadership forget that the reason that you have your job and you're able to come to work every day and have the salary that you have is because of the people that's on the floor that's doing the work. The ones that are out there with the blood, sweat, and tears, working the 10 and 12-hour shifts. They out there making the product. Those are the reason that you have your job. Why not take care of the most important people that you have? Taking care of them is not always, looking over certain things that can compromise the health or the safety of others. Now, I'm not saying that. There shouldn't be any favoritism. There should not be favoritism in regards to race, age, nationality. There should not be any favoritism for those reasons. Also, just because you feel like this person, oh, they do this job so well, then you treat the new person, they ain't really got it. That's not your choice. You don't treat them based off of how you feel like they're performing. Sometimes we have to get to know people and see, or why have they been here this long? Why do they have the experience they have? Because they must be capable of doing something. Why were they hired? Remember that. Give them the opportunity. Everybody has a day. I'm trying to make mine be moments, because I don't want a bad day. I may have a bad earth-setting moment, but I'm gonna push past. I'm gonna pray about it, and I'm gonna move on from it. And when you're in a leadership role, you are expected to set the example for everyone on the floor. Like I remind the managers and the directors in the morning meeting that when we're on the floor, be sure that you're the example when you walk out. Because if they see you come out without your earplugs and your safety glasses on, they'll be like, well, why are you worried about me? Set the example, set the tone for the associates on the floor, set the tone for what you want to, for the behaviors that you want to see from others. When you're in this role and you're being humble and keeping a form of humility, it's acknowledging that you are strengths and weaknesses as well. There are areas in your life that you can improve. Be open to feedback. Everything is not criticism. Stop taking it personally. Just listen to the feedback and see how you can change it, because you may just be presenting yourself in a different way than you think you are. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we can't always listen to people saying what they feel that we did. Listen to how what you did made them feel. You might feel, oh no, that's not what happened. No, they're not telling you that you did this to me. They're telling you what you did, this is how it made me feel. Be open to that. That's feedback. Make some adjustments, or if you need to talk to this person, or I'm not saying just go become ultimately soft with this person, start letting them get away with things, let them come in late. No, I'm not saying that, because we're still running a business here. At the end of the day, we're still running a business and we have to make a profit. So, but maybe just loosen up with them just a little bit. You know what? Have that conversation with them and be open to listen to them. Sometimes they may just want to hear. You never know. It may be somebody out there like they just want to be your friend. Now, I wouldn't recommend, you don't have to be best buds with them. I'm not saying go out and let's not, get on social media, because we know we still have to have those barriers. We still have to draw those lines. But it's an adult. You may have something in common with them. Be cordial and friendly with them. If you don't know how to effectively lead, get yourself into some leadership classes, and not only just taking those leadership classes, but get into your word, do some research, and see what scriptures talk about leadership. There are many that do. Find them, read upon it, see how God led, see how he instructed those up under him to lead, see how Jesus led. I'm not telling you to be Jesus, but let's think from that perspective when we go out here to lead God's people, because at the end of the day, that's who they are. Everyone that works upon you are God's people, and he loves them all. So how are we treating them? So I hope I didn't get too serious with this video. I hope it won't be too long, but this is really something that I am very passionate about. Why? Because I love people. I genuinely care about people. I care about their health, their safety, and their well-being. Because a lot of times you never know what a person is going through at home. They may just be coming to work just to get away, to clear their mind and think about something else. And here come you around the corner. Hey, I need you to do that. Chill out. You don't know what that person is going through. And you might be that one little strike that makes them flip out. Don't do that. Be that one little person that makes them just change their whole day just turns around. They came in here feeling like the world was ending, but because you told them good morning and you smiled at them and you gave them away, they're like, you know what? It is a good morning and it's gonna be a good day. So set the tone and let's make sure that we're leading from a faith-based perspective. So if you made it to this point in this video, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you know of anyone that could use this information, go ahead and share the link with them. Also like the video so it'll show up in other people's feed. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. If you like more faith-based information as it pertains to business, career, or finance, I'd love to have you. And if you want to continue the conversation, comment below or follow me on Instagram at She's Living and send me a DM and we can continue to talk about it. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Be blessed.